Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading for May 26th to the end of the month. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right in, Virgo. Listen, I want to welcome you to one of the best weeks of the year, one of the best new moons of the year of 2025. In fact, I think I told you in your last week's reading, think about January, February, March, April, the intense energies of April. So here we are. All right. This is going to be like night and day. We have not had a week like this. So I want you to get really excited. And one of the reasons why, first of all, look at what's happening. Look at what's happening. Okay. But your ruler, right? Mercury, you're going to really feel this week. And last week, and it's one of the reasons why this is one of the best weeks of the year, of this month. You're definitely going to feel it because your ruling planet Mercury is insanely active, all right, with all these auspicious aspects. So everything from last week is spilling over into this week. All those rare once, twice a year aspects that we're having that are all golden, right, are bolstering. They're supporting this new moon. All right, so make sure you see last week's reading where I go into, because you really, really are on the brink of unbelievable change with Saturn, with Neptune, and Ceres, right? One of your planetoids, one of your asteroids conjuncting right now in Aries. It's brand new. You're at the beginning of the beginning, all right? And you will need to know those aspects from last week to understand the magnitude of this week, of this new moon, all right? But everything is syncing up for you. And I'm looking at your chart, Virgo. I see what's going on for you. What did I say? Everything is ramping up to June for you. What's happening in June? I just look at I did the live stream on June, okay? June astrology overview, just to give you an idea how things are going to change for you. All right, in an enormous way, but this is actually an enormous, auspicious, feel good, exciting week, and it will be busy. Yeah. And you're going to be excited with it. All right. And it's one of those weeks where I did have to triple check a lot of things because I was like, is this even real? It is. Now, Monday, May 26th or the 27th, depending on where you live, we have the new moon in Gemini. It is at 6 degrees. It's happening at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's my time, New York City time. Okay. Convert it to wherever you live in the world. This is a super moon, Virgo. You know what that means. Super moons, they physically, it's orbiting close to Earth. All right. We've talked about the power of the moon. You know, if you're a subscriber, I'm a Virgo moon, right? You will feel this. Everyone. It doesn't matter what sign you are. It's so close that you're going to feel the power of the moon. Okay. And you are going to feel this new moon. It's huge. You're going to feel like a wind-up toy, all right? Again, you will feel a little bit restless with Mercury, your ruling planet that rules the nervous system. I'll talk about this, all right? But in a good way, like clapping your hands, restless. Now, the new moon is Mercury ruled, right? Gemini's ruler. And that's the thing here, Virgo. You share Mercury with Gemini. And so Mercury is all about communication and writing and launching new things, travel. It's starting businesses. It's selling things. It's your local community as well, family. I talk about this in last week's reading. I talk about Mercury. So just check that out. But here's the big thing. Mercury is now in Gemini as of last weekend, conjuncting the moon. So you have Mercury and the moon making aspects with all the outer planets. Do you see why this is one of the best new moons of 2025? They're sextiling Saturn and Neptune. They're conjuncting Uranus. And you see that Mercury, again, your ruling planet, right? Trining Pluto. But the moon is trining Pluto too. And, I dropped these forecasts a few days before the actual week. So even over this weekend, you're going to feel this because remember what happened over the weekend? The sun trined Pluto. And these are just like, you can't make this up. When you have Pluto trining the moon, sun, and Mercury, what? Trines being very supportive and harmonious, making things easier for you. This new moon is very optimistic. It's electric. It's cheerful, enthusiastic, fun, flirty, adventurous, enterprising, curious, creative, intellectual. That's how you're going to feel. It's very collaborative energy, mingling, networking as well. And this new moon, yes, it is in your 10th house. So all Virgos, all right? 10th house is fame. 10th house is career. If you're not here for a career, 10th house is just what are you exerting your energy into that you want to be known for? Whether you're retired, not working, doesn't matter. This is very public facing. This is honors, achievements, recognition. This is your reputation. This is big. You won't have this again for 12 years. This is really, really big. And it's the last of 2 super new moons this year. The next one and the last one being next month in June. All right. So again, please look at the June astrology overview, right? When we have that new moon next month, which is on par. It's a tie as the best new moons, this one and the one that's happening next month, which has a very different flavor. And for you, yeah, that's big. That's in your 11th house of your future hopes and wishes and dreams. So do you see this ramp up to what's happening for you? And I'll leave that video at the end of this video or in the description box, okay? Just remember, Mars is moving into your sign next month. In June, Mars will be sextiling Jupiter. We don't get that often. When you have Mars in your sign, sextiling Jupiter in Cancer, in your future hopes and wishes and dreams, Virgo, please, you are on your way. I'm excited for you. So this new moon, though, please plant seeds, set intentions, put wheels in motion, sign contracts, agreements, plan trips, okay? Plant mental seeds. This is all about new ideas. Remember, I said curiosity, creativity, all right? New things that you want to bring into your life to make it absurdly meaningful on your path to enlightenment, all right? This is, oh gosh, your karmic journey. This is what it is. Remember, it's the inspired actions you take. So you're gonna see, especially with, from last week, these great new paths opening up for you. Okay, remember what I said. You're opening them. You're opening doors yourself because you have the keys now. And so speak to the moon. I say this all the time. What do you want? Speak it into existence, right? As above, so below. Everything's energy. All right. So plant seeds, set intentions for 3 days, especially anything in that 10th house area of your life. This is really, really big because the moon is the ruler for Cancer, okay? Or the moon rules Cancer, right? So you have a lot of 11th house here activity anyway. So that is networking. It is your future hopes, wishes, and dreams. There's a lot happening for you, Virgo, all right? So remember, this is kicking off a new cycle. Everything's cyclical. Now, this is where it gets why this is such a big new moon for you. I said it's at 6 degrees, yeah? That's a mutable degree, all right? Gemini's a mutable sign. Just like you, right? And that just means being adaptive, right? Your life is changing. This is being flexible, adapting to change. 6 degrees is the Virgo degree. So Mercury, which rules, again, you and Gemini, on top of at least 7 Mercury aspects from last week and this week. Oh, yeah, this is big for you. This is special. So be social, please. Network, okay? And it's almost like I don't have to tell you that. Like with what's happening in the sky, it's like you're just going to do it anyway because this is for the collective, all right? There's a lot of social networking, chatty activity happening, yeah? With Mercury being so active. So you will likely get emails, DMs, snail mail, things like that. Maybe some messages on your BlackBerry. It doesn't matter. From friends and family and siblings and recruiters and bosses and authorities and investors and neighbors. And this is going to be big. All right. This is going to be big. And you are on the brink of big ideas and breakthroughs and shift in perspective because that is what's happening because Mercury is in Gemini with Jupiter. Jove, king of the gods, who brings luck, good fortune, wisdom, expansion, profit, abundance. This is higher mind. You have a stellium in Gemini, Mercury, the sun, the moon, Jupiter, and you throw in Hygeia that just moved into Gemini and Sedna that just moved into Gemini. And yes, I'm still going to make that separate video on Sedna. Remember, I talked about Sedna last week, and like one of the big reasons why this year, which you're going to see big changes, is because of Sedna, who hasn't been in Gemini in 12,000 years. It's been a long time. All right. So anyway, I told you that when you have Jupiter in Gemini, the twin, you often see two opportunities or two paths, and you pick the path that brings you the most joy and faith and expansion and self-belief. That's Jupiter. Jupiter is expanding here with the new moon, all right? Jupiter's Jove. Everything it touches turns to gold. So do what brings you joy. This is a genuinely joyful new moon and a big upgrade because of the aspects with the outer planets, with Saturn, bringing stability for the long term for your goals. You've got the North Node still active in Pisces. Partnerships, relationships, one-on-one commitments, legal matters, contracts, marriage. You got Neptune here aspecting, bringing in that compassion, your ideals, creativity, intuition, heightened intuition. Remember, Neptune, your vision. And with Saturn and Neptune freshly new in Aries as of last week, the first time in over 300 years in Aries, initiate. It's pioneering. So tap into this new energy where all this energy in Aries for you is your 8th house, Virgo. You and nobody else. 8th house is transformation, okay? It's death and rebirth. It's regeneration. There is a new you. There is a new you that's transforming right now. 8th house is also partnership building. You got a lot of partnership stuff. It's also, taxes and loans and assets. It's wealth building. Yeah. So it would be like investments, inheritance, bonuses, commissions. It's joint bank accounts, all of that. All right. And remember, it's Saturn, Neptune, and Sirius. You're associated with you. Sirius is you. All conjuncting. So it's powerful. You're building a new path in this new future because remember, Uranus is here. Uranus, progress, innovation, breakthroughs, right? You just had a historic Uranus Mercury conjunction over the weekend, right? That's big. You're feeling it this week. You're feeling it. That's in your 9th house of higher mind, of spirituality, of your belief system, your philosophies, your worldview, but also travel. You got a lot of travel stuff happening, okay? Plan some trips. Go on a spiritual journey, walkabout, whatever you need, right? It could be a short distance trip too, but what did I talk about? Book publishing, all right? Broadcasting, that's highlighted for you. And you're moving out of that energy. So a lot of y'all use that energy while you still have it. And then Pluto, empowerment, your truth, unstoppable energy. So again, just go back to last week's meeting on what all of this means for you, okay? Just know your life is changing. I go a lot into detail with everything that's happening last week that will impact you greatly now because a lot of it happened over the weekend, all right? Just remember, Uranus is moving into Gemini 2 months and will trine Pluto in Aquarius, all right? That's enormous. That's for the entire year. You are going to be having big breakthroughs. All right. So now this new moon, what makes it even more special is that even before we get there, we have this mini golden triangle with the moon, Pluto, and Ceres. All right. Remember, they're all freshly new in Aries. And yeah, you can throw Neptune in there, sure. But they're conjuncting at 3 degrees. This triangle's at 3 degrees. Why is that even special? And I don't make this up. This is insane. 3 degrees is the Mercury degree. It is the Gemini degree. And so we'll talk about that in the second spread where we talk about lunations, asteroids, planetoids. Now, here's the thing. If you are a cross watcher, if you do watch for your rising or your moon or for your sister, your mom, your child, whoever it is, mutable signs, Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces, and you, Virgo. And Aries, Libra, Leo, and Aquarius will feel this the most, especially if any of those are your rising. And if you know your birth chart, your natal chart, you have planets between 3 to 6 degrees in any of the air signs, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, or Leo, or Aries, you're definitely going to feel this the most, right? Because it's in your chart. And yes, I'm going to throw in Virgo, Pisces, and Sagittarius too, because immutable signs really will feel this week. Now, this is a day just real quickly, ask yourself, what do you want? Okay, 6 months from now. Yeah, where do you want to be in 6 months? For the corresponding full moon that will be happening in December 2025, right before the big year, 2026, the great reset, year 10, right? So just visualize it, all right? Plant those seeds. And speaking of 6 months, yeah, it's a 6-degree new moon. 6 in numerology is beautiful. It's harmony, it's empathy, it's kindness, it's even nurturing, intuition. And remember, Sirius, linked to you. That's Sirius belongs to Virgo. It was all about nurturing. Is here. This is a bundle of joy, and there's a lot of self-care. And don't forget, this new moon is at 11 p.m. my time. So wherever you are in the world, when you plant seeds or set intentions, you would want to do it at the time of or after, meaning the next day is a great day to plant seeds as well. Because look at what's happening. Remember, the sun, moon, and now Mercury, your ruler, on May 27th on the Tuesday will trine Pluto in Aquarius at, yep, you guessed right, 3 degrees. 3 degrees. All right. So you just can't make this up. This is insane. You got, in this aspect, you only get twice a year. And yes, you will feel it over the weekend moving into this week. All right. So this is huge. This is Mercury trine Pluto. This is confidence, empowerment, especially with communication, the way you're thinking. Right? It's Mercury's the mind, and it's Pluto here. So being very influential, right? It's impressing VIPs and bosses and authorities and VIPs opening up doors for you because of you. All right? That's how impressive you can be, and you will feel really sharp. And this is also money matters. It's business. It's new projects. It's creative projects. Okay? Pluto is the native ruler of Pluto. Rules your third house. So you've got a lot of third house energy here. You have a lot of mercurial energy. I would not be surprised if a lot of y'all sign contracts, launch businesses, have something with family. Like I said, this is a big week for you. All right. So creative projects. Yep. But remember that curiosity of something new. But Mercury trine Pluto is also, and health matters maybe a big thing for you. And if you are here watching for your sun, if you're Virgo, sun sign is Virgo, remember, I say this all the time. If you're watching for your sun, sometimes it's not about you. Sometimes it's people in your life, okay? And so it all comes down to your chart. But either way, there's this entire week. We even have Juno square Mars. Like, you're just, other people are involved in your life this week. All right. But this is an amazing trine. And it is a trine where it's like you make new friends. Or remember, everyone feels this. So maybe someone has a profound impact on you. We're talking about Pluto, right? So this is for the collective. Remember, Pluto is in Aquarius, which is friendships and community and, humanity. And again, you're going to start seeing a lot of focus and shift in the collective. But Pluto trining the moon, the sun, and your ruler, Mercury. That is huge. That is really, really big. Again, a lot of 6th house activity here with Pluto and Aquarius, really, that's your 6th house, okay? But yeah, again, you have 3rd house activity, you have 6th house activity, you have 10th house activity. So when you put all the pieces together, a lot of Virgos will be getting new jobs. A lot of Virgos will be starting your own business. A lot of Virgos will be getting promotions. A lot of Virgos will be writing books. A lot of Virgos, do you see what's happening here? And even a lot of Virgos, I would not be surprised, may start becoming doctors or healers or therapists or, it's 6th house, it's health. All right. Healthcare even, and pets. There may be something here with pets. You may be getting a pet. Or you may be becoming a vet. It's a 6th house. All right. Now, you've got also still Mars and Leo. Don't forget that. But Mars is moving into your sign very soon. So what does it all mean? Just expect transformation. Expect personal growth, opportunities, even good news. That's Mercury trine Pluto. News you've been waiting for perhaps since January 29th, 2025, when we had Mercury conjunct Pluto. All right. And so, again, this is at 3 degrees. Feel curious, expressive, be social, be open-minded to new experiences. And let me remind you, you have the sextile with Saturn, Neptune, and Ceres, all freshly new in Aries, conjuncting at that 1 degree point, right? So again, that's in your 8th house of transformation, of death and rebirth, of regeneration. It's this new you, this new path, opening up big time all summer, out with the old, in with the new. Now, here's the thing, Virgo, and I feel like I don't have to tell you this, but at the same time, I might have to tell you this. It's a lot of Mercury. That's a lot of mercurial energy that's happening. Remember, I haven't even gotten to the Kazemi. So if there's anything here that would be on the lower expression, it would be being too chatty, too cerebral, overthinking, being scattered. Yeah, that's a lot of Mercury. It's like think before you speak. It's like, remember talking about that restless energy. Mercury rules the nervous system, but also, Mercury's your ruler too. You rule the digestive system. There may be some things that, health stuff, just be mindful. Saturn's still in the mix too. So anyway, this is a time where, you may feel a little bit restless, but at the same time, you probably have things to say. You probably have things to do. At the same time, you got to throw in Saturn and Neptune in Aries. Remember I said last week, you're entering this brave new world as a visionary, compassionate leader, hero, role model, right? Just avoid those lower expressions of delusion and escapism, because all this mercurial energy, you would get this because it is your ruler. It can be like, let's read the room, like that kind of energy. But again, that's why I'm like with Virgos, Mercury's a ruler. Like, you already know this. Y'all are on top of it. Y'all are Virgos, right? So it's just more of like friendly reminder, because there can be a lot happening. But again, it's all about the mindset, and it's amazing what can happen this week when, you're vibrating at the high frequency and setting intentions and making things happen. This can be very transcendent. Okay. As I always say, everything is made of energy, and that does include your thoughts. Thoughts are energy. Okay. The words that come from your mouth, that's energy. All right. The words that you write down, and an email, all right? Or, your diary, whatever it is, right? So use this energy to vibrate at a high frequency, because it is a high frequency week. And don't forget, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Who said that, Virgo? Come on, y'all are the smart ones. Leave in the comments. That's a new one. And this person perfectly encapsulates what's happening at this time. All right. Now, something for you, just to let you know, I do want you to be very social Thursday and Friday. All right. I think that you're going to have a lot of home energy too. Okay. Keep that in mind. You're going to be connecting. I mean, the moon will be in Cancer. Like I said, the moon rules Cancer, and we do talk about that in the second spread. I'll tell you what you can expect. Now, and if you want to know with the second spreads, like the bonus spreads, right, for tier 3 members, a lot of things I'm telling you now, just look at the June astrology overview. For instance, Ceres conjuncting Neptune and Saturn. I tell you, all right, and in the June astrology overview live stream, I did. And that's an example of what we talk about in the second spread. All right. And remember, Ceres is you. All about self-care and nurturing. Ceres is Persephone's mother, the mother archetype, that nurturing, right? And Ceres will square the moon. That's why I'm bringing this up. All right. Do you live far away from your mother for a reason? Does your daughter, she needs to live? She can't see you every day for a reason? That's Ceres square the moon. These are big. Ceres is yours. Anyway, Thursday, I'm going to say Thursday to Friday. Thursday, May 29th, you start feeling the Sun conjunct Mercury in Gemini. Yeah? But Friday to May 30th. All right? I'll tell you why. But don't forget, Mercury, the planet of the mind, is now in the heart of the Sun. So think of that alignment. So we have Kazimis a couple times a year, but why is this special? Not only is Mercury in its rulership in Gemini with the sun in Gemini, the Kazimis at 9 degrees. That's another mutable degree. That's the Sagittarius degree. And so y'all share all that. You're a mutable sign. You, Pisces, Gemini, Sagittarius. Anyway, Sagittarius degree, the reason why this is big, Jupiter is a ruler of Sagittarius, and this is in the first decan, all of this, of Gemini. So Jupiter and Mercury are really big players this week. They're strong. AF. So it is perfecting on Friday. That's why a lot of you are going to really feel this on Friday. And what is this, Kazini? It's clarity. It's a reset. It's a refresh of the mind. It's very Ace of Swords. It's a wake-up call, especially since you're still feeling the Mercury-Uranus conjunction from last week that I said you will feel this week. All right? So any buildup that's happening here, this is clearing the decks. This, Kazimi, yeah. For this, Virgo 2.0, yeah. Yeah, you're going to feel like that girl on Netflix in that chess show, all right? Or Walt Whitman, or Johnny Depp. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of Geminis. Maybe even you'll feel like Keanu Reeves, all right? That's a Virgo. Because, remember, Mercury, you share it with Gemini. Anyway, this is a ramp up to the luckiest month of 2025. Again, the last stream I did, I leave key dates. Not on the whiteboard. Juno is still trining the North Node. And also squaring Mars all week. We'll talk about it in the second spread. That's big for you. All right. We've talked about Juno, right? Jupiter's wife. Trining the North Node in Pisces in your 7th house of partnerships and relationship. Juno being associated with Libra. So you got the planetoid of partnerships, relationships, legal matters, marriage, all of that. Trining the North Node that's in your house of partnerships and relationship, also squaring Mars, kind of a big deal because Mars is, your 8th house ruler. Partnerships, relationships. There's a lot happening here. Contracts, legal matters, even the courts could be something this week. And that could be just like marriage. That's a contract. That's 7th house is marriage, by the way. So we'll talk about the second spread. It's an insanely fun weekend. And one last thing, because what's happening this weekend, I'll just tell you, you got Venus and Chiron and Eris, Mars' sister, the goddess warrior, all conjuncting, okay? Perfecting on Sunday, June 1st. I talk about it, okay, in the other, but of course, it's a thing. If you are here for money or love or partnerships or relationships or old wounds or healing or creative projects. Now, Virgo, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it is going to be a big weekend. Well, it is a big weekend. It's a big week. Virgo, I'm very excited for you. Let's see what's going on for you for this week. May 26th to the end of the month. Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. Virgo. All right. Virgo, how are y'all doing? Y'all are amazing. I love y'all. My mom's a Virgo, and I'm excited. I'm about to go see her. I haven't seen her in a long time. Anyway, I do a traditional called Cross Spread, offers the best overview, especially for a weekly reading, especially for a week like this. And, if we need to pull clarifiers, that we will, Virgo. And secondly, I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. You're good. I can't even, what? Mercury's already affecting me. I can't even. You're good, AF. I cannot, even. I can't. Can you? Yeah. You get this. You're gonna get you get a mic drop. Yeah. Let's get you're good. You went through some. Listen. I remember your last week's reading. Of course, I'm a Virgo moon. My mom's a Virgo. I told you this. My dogs are Virgo. Ruby's a Virgo. You've gone through some things. Okay. Now, ask yourself again as you move into this week, what frequency do you want to be at? Where do you want to be in 6 months? This is all about, this card really is more, it's like self-respect, it's dropping the swords. So you do see eye to eye with everybody. You see the two people walking away, walking toward the sea. Yeah, that's a sea. A lot of people think it's like it's like a wall. It looks like a gladiator stadium. No, it's a sea. What is the sea? It's emotions, right? So the two people walking away, he's not. He's got the swords. Swords are up here. Remember that. What did I say? The words that come out of your mouth, even the words or the thoughts that you have in your mind, right? That combative and that kind of energy. This is in your recent past, though. So there's something here where it's like, okay, there could have been something that we weren't seeing eye to eye, or there could have been something circumstantial. But ask yourself as you move into this week, is that like, is this week really is all about compromise, to be honest, on top of all these new things happening for you, okay? With what's happening for you, especially because I said there's a lot of other people involved in your life, and you can see this and you can see them walking away. And so you have to ask yourself, like, is there anything that I can do to be the best version of myself? How do I remedy this? Or remember, it's always like you always want to be the better person in this situation, okay? But either way, there is an element of something I'm feeling from y'all is there could have been something that could have felt like a little bit of self-defeat. Remember, you got Jupiter blasting right now. So use that energy, all about self-belief, all about optimism. That's what Jupiter is. Jupiter's on your side. Jupiter's making things happen for you, as you can see that with the Empress and the heart of your spread. Now, I don't know the last time you had the Empress and the heart of your spread, Virgo. This is amazing. And I really, really want you to feel this energy. Okay? So if there's something here, again, clearing the mind this week, right? Clearing the mind, refresh, reset, okay? And communication. Now, the Empress, when I say this is a new moon with new beginnings, yeah, there you go. The Empress creation, right? Card 3. This is all, first of all, it's the Empress. You have a goddess and the heart of your spread this week. And this is someone who holds that golden scepter. So kind of like Jupiter, anything she touches turns to gold, but a lot of it has to do with what your heart desires. You even see the symbol of Venus in the stone-shaped heart. And so things that bring you pleasure. So this is creativity, new creative projects, new love, relationships. This is money as well. Money matters. Anything. She's got everything, but new. During the week of the new moon, 1 + 2 = new reality. You see the golden wheat here, indicating a new crop. Spend some time in nature and talk to the moon. You're good. You're absolutely good. You see she's pregnant too, right? So there again, y'all got like, well, let me see if y'all are having babies. Yeah, maybe. But the big thing here is it's a metaphor, like creation, right? The birth of new things. But I'm going to show you, see the pomegranates all over her gown. Yeah. Fertility, growth. You're good. Now, you got the Knight of Pentacles in your challenge area. 2 things here. Listen, Knight of Pentacles is you. That's your card. Knight of Pentacles is Virgo. This is someone who's in it to win it. This is someone who's sees, remember what I said last week? Envision where you want to be 6 months from now, a year from now, 10 years from now. That's what he does. You see the oak tree all the way in the back? Look at the oak leaves in his helmet and even on the horse. He's connected to his future. Knights are all about action. He's going to make it. This is the biggest field in tarot. He's planted his seeds. He's going to reap his rewards no matter how long it takes. Remember, that's what I told you last week. A lot of this is like patience, but it's also long-term, especially with Saturn now in Aries, right? It's in your challenge area. 2 things here. Let's commit. That's all it is. Think about what you want to commit to. Something new is happening here. And don't give up on yourself. Secondly, yes, it does seem like there may be someone in your life that may be on the fence. Maybe you feel like it's not on the same page, or maybe just not, at peace with you. Remember, this is a week of compromise, having open communication. if that person's not meant to come with you on this new journey, there you go. Because look, you got the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. When I say new journey, I'm talking about brand new journey, right? We're 9 of Wands in your crown. 2 things. A, be very proud of yourself, because this card is the, let's say, like the don't give up card. Yeah. It is the 9 of Wands. So just bear that in mind. There's some family stuff is coming through really strong. It's almost like you've been going through a lot of family stuff. There could have been, or home stuff. And this is like, I'm not giving up. Okay. But so that's good. Okay. Don't give up on all this new stuff that you know that you can manifest, and that's gonna, everything's taking this turn now in your benefit. All right. I'm gonna say one other thing. Ask yourself if there's something that you are holding on to that you know for a fact is something you do have to let go for the new. Remember, out with the old, in with the new. Your new path happening right now. I told you what's happening in June. All right. So just keep that in mind, because yeah, he's gone through it. You can see he's weathered the storm, but look at the gauze on his head, right? Look at where it is. It's covering up his third eye. So trust your intuition and ask yourself, is this worth it? Right. And you will only know when you're trusting your intuition. Now, you got the 10 of Pentacles. What did I say? What did I say just 5 minutes ago? Mars is moving into your sign next month, in a few weeks from now, actually, in just 2 weeks from now. This card is attributed to Mars and Virgo. You're on your way. You're good. This is everything. This is a lot of family energy. You see the harvest, all this abundance. It is a 10 as well. You see all the pentacles raining from the heavens and the form of the tree of life. That's how significant this is. So there's something here about your physical realm, in your physical reality, having that appreciation. There's something here. There could be something ending for something new. It is a 10. Yeah. But this is a card of, you're going to feel this sense of, I made it. The success, like this was worth it. Right. But again, for some of y'all, just looking at what's happening here, ask yourself, is this, even if it's someone in your life that's a little, ask yourself, is it worth holding, out for this like business partner? Are we not thinking the same as we used to? Whatever it is, but this is amazing. All right. So you pulled your own card, the 10 of Pentacles, which is prosperity. It is success. It is like, again, a lot of family energy, but also wealth. You see how big the castle is. It really is transcendent. Okay. Have that moment of appreciation of everything that's happening in your physical world, because you have something new coming through in a really big way. You have the Ace of Wands in your future. We have it with the Empress. I mean, you've got the Ace of Wands here. So the Hand of Spirit offering you this new opportunity, new path. Remember what I said, you have Jupiter with the new moon, with all those other aspects bolstering this new moon in your 10th house. Okay. So there's your new beginning here. And then the Ace of Wands, very career related. As I said, this is in your 10th house. If you're not here career, just whatever you want to be known for. It is the house of fame as well. And so there's something here where it's building in that direction. This is big. All right. That's what ones are. And it, at the end of the day, if you're not here for career, it's just your passions. What are you ambitious about? A lot of creative energy here as well. There's something new. Let's get to your stuff. Virgo, y'all are amazing. Very excited for you. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what is going on, Virgos. Really big week. And I love y'all. All right. So yeah, you're good. Listen, I can't. Oh my gosh. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. You win. You win. You're gonna be one of very few signs that sees me put on lip balm. Okay. I can't believe what's happening here. You're good. You got death. Yeah. You want change? You're gonna have it. This is the biggest sign of transformation. The death card, right? What did I say? Out with the old, in with the new. Look at the sun coming out on the horizon. All right. Look at the direction you're going. Opportunities, optimism, all of that, everything that I mentioned. Yeah. So
love this because it's just showing that you want change. And some of y'all, yeah, it's all about let's embrace this new beginning, this new journey. There is going to be change. You see that here, okay? Now, you also got the King of Pentacles, the richest king, the king who's sitting in his harvest. You can't look at that. Look at his robe. It's integrated with his harvest. He's integrated in his wealth. He did not get that robe at Target. It's custom made. He is rich. Look at his hand on the pentacle, over the pentacle. He's owning his wealth. This is all about wealth. But remember, Pentacles, your physical realm as well. Remember, 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles now. Look at you. Look at you. All right? This is amazing. You're moving into a really, like I said, this is one of the best weeks. You're going to feel it. You got to take that inspired action for this new moon, set those intentions, plant the seeds. Remember, physical realm. So there's something in your world that's just building now. In your external factors area, yeah, it is very, very possible there's someone opening doors for you. It does feel like family, like a father. It could even just be like someone who really inspires you. So like a teacher as well, but a father figure as well. It can be a boss. It can be an investor. Remember, you literally have Saturn, Neptune, Ceres, Chiron, Eris, so all of that in your 8th house. What did I say that was? Investments, investors. So it's really big. This is big. And inheritance. I talked about inheritance. Some of y'all are definitely inheriting things. And when I say that, yeah, it could be your parents saying, hey, Julie, we're retiring. You're going to take over the business. Now you're going to make $10 million a year. Whatever it is. Whatever. We're going to move to Spain. Whatever it is. Every Virgo is different. Now, you also have the 10 of Cups. I don't make this up. You are having big change. New, rich, new change, right? 2 10s, right? 1 + 0 = 1, new. You got a lot to look forward to, okay? This is what you want. You just want to be happy. You want to be satisfied. You want joy. What did I say this week? Jupiter, Jove, joy. This is a card of joy. Happy everything. Happy. You see the happy couple, happy kids, happy family. Remember, I said you all got a lot of happy, but you got a lot of family stuff. But at the end of the day, it's cups. It's emotions. It's feelings. It can be relationships. It can be work. It can be whatever you're putting your energy into. Just keep moving in that direction and know you will have change. Change is the only constant in the world. Just know you're going through change. And then lastly, you got the 3 of Pentacles. And this is so mind-blowing. I can't. This is all about, I'm going to show you just really quickly. This is a card of working with others in this new capacity, bonding, teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. What I say about getting new jobs, maybe starting your business, maybe hiring new people, whatever it is. Co-creation. This is amazing. All right? Absolutely amazing. Money and wealth. There's something new. But also, if you're not here for money at all, Pentacles are your physical reality. Pentacles, the 5-pointed star, linked to the vault of heaven, the golden ratio. Okay? This is big. Consciousness even. But whatever it is, it's new. And there's other people involved. As I even said before, I threw the cards down. You see the stonemason, he can't build that cathedral without the architects and vice versa. And what did I say? When you get the Empress in the heart of your spread, card 3 with 3, this card is a vibration of the Empress. What did I say? 1 + 2 = new reality. And lastly, what I say about Saturn being in this brand new area of your life, death and rebirth. And you've got this rebirth part, this transformation into the new. Saturn, look at this. You see the Pentacles are actually in the structure of the building. Saturn, that structure, that longevity, you're good. You're absolutely good. I'm very excited for you. You got a lot to look forward to. This is one of your best spreads. Virgo, if you like this reading, it would be great if you'd like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. Next week, we're going to do June. I just cannot wait for June. And, second spread. We're gonna get into this. We're gonna do a spread just on the new moon. We're gonna isolate that. And then, we'll talk about Juno. Yeah, Jupiter's wife, because she's squaring Mars this week and perfecting over the weekend. This weekend's really, really big, by the way. All right. And I'm going to tell you a day not to sign anything. This is a week where you want to sign. I'll tell you one day you don't want to. And then, I'll tell you why the weekend is bonkers. And then, anyway, tier 3 members, you know where to find the link. I know. Listen, y'all are amazing, Virgo. And anyone's welcome to join. Virgo, y'all are amazing. I can't believe I threw my crystal down at you. Or out of happiness and joy. You saw, I can't believe this. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. You're amazing. I'll see you next week. All right. Thanks so much, Virgo. Bye-bye.